It's Open House Thursday on Your View. Welcome to the show. I am Obiajulo Olabisi Ubu, and as usual, I have the wonderful, beautiful, magnificent ladies of Your View. Nima Akasha Zibiri.
I do. I have a whole sermon today.
Oh, wow.
So, coming to work, I have enjoyed the convenience of the new Tinkan concrete road that was done by the former administration under the former Minister of Works. But the painful thing is the waste.
Waste up to now.
People have started to dump. The beauty of that road has been eroded by the covered, all the drainages. So I don't know who parked the dustbin, come outside. But I think somebody packed it and then they added their own from mile 2 inwards Apapa towards Tinkan. It's just amazing how there are litters all on the median, on the drainage, everywhere, litters everywhere. And then I ask, some you will see them tied in nylon. So somebody tied the dustbin.
Yeah, deliberate.
We know trucks park along that route, and so they contribute. Their shops, they contribute. So I don't want to put the blame solely on Loma, but I think collection, if it is regular, would ease it. Because that place is also a gateway to our port. It just doesn't look good.
Good at all.
I used to drive very dark, so I will miss it. But this morning, I was a little late, and they break small.
They catch you there.
It didn't nice. We should do better, Lagosians. This was a beautiful road. I was part of the inspection team that went to, the journalists that went to inspect that road. I was so proud. I was like, finally. And we used to suffer a lot of traffic on that road. When they finally come and do it, let us even enjoy. Let us do TikTok video on the road, not with dustbin behind us. It just doesn't look good. Terrible.
Yeah.
Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, how are you doing today?
I'm doing very well. Of course, this is our season, so we're so busy, hands-on and everything. How we do. So yesterday I went to the market and I bought these diffusers, those small bottles. I usually buy them a lot. So most times when I come back, I take them in myself. But this time around, I just told my housemate to help me take them in. She mistakenly broke one inside the car. So now the car
is selling nice.
It's over. The scent is entering somewhere.
You're choking.
I've not been using perfume for the last how many days now. I'm like, oh my God.
Because the car is perfuming you.
I brought down the windows throughout the night. When I came in this morning, I looked at it. I said, I hope there's no one. Maybe there won't be a bed inside waiting for me or something like that. So I guess what? She now took them in. Then the small bottles, she went to go and put them inside the fridge.
You didn't give her explanation.
No problem. I just told myself, explain. But you didn't cry. Let me just move on like that.
Mary, I'm not sure how you doing today.
I'm fine, thank you. I need deep tissue massage. I need it on my neck, on my shoulders, my arms. I've been stretching and stretching. Like I really need deep tissue massage. I'm saying you are selling deep tissue massage. Please sell to me.
When do you need it?
I need it today? Right now.
No, not right now. You're on the show. Finish your work first. Do you need it today? Should I send someone to you?
No.
So how do you get it?
I don't like getting massages.
I know.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm
just
just saying it. Maybe God will send someone.
There's a place YK used to take me for such things. I think you should visit it.
And you know, the thing is that I am really good at giving massages, but I have not found anyone that's good enough to give me
this hot stone
kind of
massages.
I slept professionals.
They're
not when they finish.
I don't want the ones that by the time they are done with you, your limbs will be numb.
No,
from too much.
In fact, you start
so there are two types. There are the Nigerian ones that give you.
No.
Then there are the Oyibo ones that do you.
No. I have professional. I do massages twice a week. I've been consistent with it for years, so I have different places depending on what I need. I have I sent one to YK one time and it was good, very professional. So if you're serious or you just want to just tell us that you need deep tissue, because I know you don't like massages, let me know. I'll hook you up.
I don't like just anybody touching my body, so that's it. I'm very conservative like that.
Yes. Let's take a short break. When we come back, we'll take the newspapers. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Welcome back. We'll be starting the newspaper reviews with The Nation. Major headline: emergency on security, Tinubu okays state police. Senate passes resolution for citizens to own firearms. Don't pull Kebbi girls out of school. Dangote Group signs fertilizer expansion deals. $2.2 million undeclared cash seized at airports in 6 months. Ex-DSS DG, ex-NIA boss, envoy tipped as ambassadors. The route to Papiri where pupils were abducted, and federal government's 50 billion seed fund for Agric. What do we have in The Nation?
Okay, so finally, we have 3 nominees from the president to the National Assembly for as our ambassadors. So according to the way Nation put it, 3 top public officials have been nominated as ambassadors by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and are the first set of individuals to be tipped to lead Nigeria's mission abroad. Those recommended were, recommended for screening and clearance to the Senate, Ambassador Ayodele Oke and Amin Mohammed Dalhatu, and also the former head of Secret Service, Lateef Kayode Are. The president has nominated these 3 according to his special advisor on information and strategy by Ononoga, and they are impeccable. Nigerians with impeccable records. According to The Nation, Ambassador Dalhatu was who is one of the nominees, as was our previous ambassador to South Korea during President Muhammadu Buhari's administration, and he was appointed, for a long tenure that strengthened our bilateral relations with the country. He also was a graduate of a university somewhere in the US. Also, he served as the Director General of the National Intelligence Agency, NIA. He represented Nigeria at the Secretariat of the Commonwealth of Nations in London, and is widely regarded for his extensive diplomatic and intelligence background. And the others, you can follow the details in The Nation.
Yeah, I have the story, a resolution urging federal government to review the firearm laws to allow responsible citizens to own guns was yesterday passed by the Senate. The Red Chamber's decision was triggered by the escalating insecurity in Kwara, Kebbi, and Niger State. So they're saying that there's urgent need to address escalating insecurity in Kwara, Kebbi, and Niger State. There was an adoption of a motion, and that's the title I read: urgent need to address escalating insecurity. They said the debate was led by Deputy Senate Leader Senator Lola Ashiru, APC Kwara, and they also highlighted exactly what has happened over the few weeks. We are all aware of the story. And according to the senators, the firearms law should reflect our current security challenges, similar to over 175 countries where responsible citizens are permitted to legally own guns. Expressing concern over the worsening insecurity across the land, they urge the executive to act decisively against terrorists, bandits, and kidnappers who continue to unleash terror on communities. Enyinaya Abaribe, Abia South, raised the alarm over alleged security failures, citing Kebbi State Governor's revelation that troops were withdrawn from a community shortly before the 24 schoolgirls were abducted from the school. And he said Nigerians need to know who ordered that withdrawal. He was saying that if he was the president, he would immediately order the commander to account for that particular decision. Even Adams Oshomole added his voice. He hailed the president for doing all that he can to, strengthen the armed forces, but said that disclosure of the identity of the officer who authorized the withdrawals of troops from the attack Kebbi school needs to be known, and says Nigeria entitled to know who issued that order. So my fear is, who is a responsible Nigerian citizen that you're going to hand over the gun? Like, how do you determine, like when I come to say, okay, I need a gun, how do you determine I'm responsible? How do you determine that I would use it only to protect myself from insurgents, bandits?
It become like our driver's license that people get without being able to drive.
Please, I think we should rethink this. Yes, let's arm those who need. Military and security personnel, they are complaining that they don't get enough arms.
Ammunition.
So give them arms and ammunition. Those are trained for that. Please don't give Nigerians arms.
The way we throw temper up and down.
In
traffic, somebody just come and
please,
you block me
right now.
I don't agree.
I don't like you. Thank you. Please. Talking about Kebbi,
I have the
just in addition because she spoke about the Kebbi school. So the wife of Kebbi State Governor Hajia Zainab Idris has urged parents not to withdraw their children. Reunited with them yesterday after 9 days in captivity from school. She spoke during the unification of parents and pupils at the government house in Birnin Kebbi, and she expressed happiness that none of the girls was violated by their abductors during the traumatic days.
Thank God.
She added, thank God. She added that the 24 girls had been taken to the hospital for medical checkup, and she says you must not deny them education because of this incident. They must go back. Government is already putting in place necessary measures for their safety. And she said, the governor said the abduction of the government comprehensive girls secondary school MAGA caused their parents and the people of the state high sleepless nights. And since, the pupils were taken by the bandits about 9 days ago, the parents had been traumatized. But we thank God that it didn't take long before the security personnel searched for them and were able to rescue them. And they are advising that, please, this should not deter the parents from sending the children back to school.
Wow, that's nice.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I have the story where they said Dangote Group signs fertilizer expansion deals. They said Dangote Group has entered into a series of strategic technical partnerships to support the next phase of expansion of its fertilizer operations in Nigeria and the development of new fertilizer plants in Ethiopia. They said the collaborations mark a significant step in its long-term plan to strengthen regional food security, enhance agricultural productivity, and deepen Africa's position in the global fertilizer market. They said this partnership reflects Dangote's group commitment to delivering high-quality industrial assets that meets the most rigorous global standards. They said the planned expansion will significantly increase regional urea and ammonia production capacity, create new jobs, support agricultural value chains, and contribute to sustainable economic growth in Nigeria, Ethiopia, and across the continent. Okay. Dangote is really doing very well. He's really putting us out there.
Well, thank God for him.
Yeah.
We'll take a short break now. When we come back, the paper reviews continue. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right back.
Guys, food is ready.
Cook to impress. Good, tasty food is worth living for. Worried about your oil? Every time you enjoy your favorite meal? Introducing Smart Balance. Smart Balance Rice Bran Oil is rich in Gamma Original, Golden Terra. Smart Balance Oil reduces bad cholesterol.
No, bayam.
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to Misplaced. I'm on the black carpet, and of course, it's Jubril of Lagos.
Well, that's it on Socialville.
When I say, I dare fool.
You already have Destiny Helper. I know that.
I go shoot out for you.
You already know, guys. Misplaced can be the best of entertainment, the best of energy, best of everything you need to get your day going. It's Misplaced every weekday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on TVC Entertainment.
Keeping hope alive.
We are the drumbeats that refuse to be silenced, even when the rhythm falters.
We are the green that refuses to fade.
And the white that dares to shine.
Hope is not a stranger here.
It lives in our markets,
Our music, and our streets.
Every dawn in Nigeria is proof that tomorrow is still worth fighting for.
Hope is a child in the classroom, eyes wide, with dreams bigger than walls.
Hope is the farmer planting seeds in faith,
believing in rain and harvest.
Hope is the youth unafraid to rise, rewriting the story of our tomorrow.
Hope is us, millions of voices
refusing to give up on the promise of this land.
Nigeria, our independence is not just history.
It is a call to keep believing,
to keep building, to keep hoping.
Now hope
they carry us.
Even when wahala they choke, we stand gidigba.
Hope they waka with us for downfall.
It they gist with us for buka.
No matter the gbege, our spirit no fit scatter.
Hope na that pikin where they read ABCD
and still get ogbonge dream for hearts.
Hope na the mama where they fry akara, we see the reason say
tomorrow go soft for her.
Naija, your freedom na promise.
Say hope go always come, no matter wetin happen.
Think fast, play smart, win big. We Cash, the game show where every contestant gets the opportunity to win money. No long waits, no dull moments, just quick questions, quick moves, and free cash. Every second counts, every answer pays, and everyone walks away a winner. Are you fast enough for quick cash? Scan the barcode on your screen, and you just might get a chance to take your shot at instant.
Welcome back. We're still reviewing the papers and we're moving now to the Punch. A major headline, Tinubu declares emergency as National Assembly rejects bandit negotiations. Tinubu sends 3 ambassadorial nominees to the Senate. ECOWAS, AU condemn military takeover in Guinea-Bissau. Insecurity, Tinubu demands headers surrender guns. Missing items spark face-off between customer and Abuja Mall. Alleged $14.8 million fraud. Silva asks EFCC for appearance date. What do we have in the Punch?
A customer, Mr. Azubike Ishekwene, is at loggerheads with the management of a mall, Dune Center, that's located in Abuja. So they said that his story is that he had gone to shop at this mall on a Sunday, and he was done. He got home, realized that he had left his wallet at the place he was shopping, and the wallet contained personal effects like his driver's license, bank cards, and some money. And that he quickly returned to the mall, reported the issue to the staff member, who said that he would check, for where they keep missing items. They checked, they didn't find anything. So he said, how about the CCTV check? They told him to come back and they'll give him a report based on what they've seen CCTV. By the time he got back, they told him that, see, the CCTV camera hasn't worked in a while, in a month. So there's nothing like that. And he's worried that, before someone uses his identity and his personal details, to do all sorts of criminal activities, he went to the police to report the matter. And he also spoke to the correspondent of the Punch, who also tried to follow up on it to find out, okay, so what's going to happen going forward? Who's going to investigate it? They were like, it's not their business to investigate his missing wallet. They can't find it. And I was really looking to see, is there a reason why the Punch could put it as a front page story? There is no immediate reason, but I guess he's a Nigerian with a grouse that needs to be heard, and yeah, so we hear him.
He has a valid
yes,
reason.
yes.
How the person forget what left on a shop?
No, but it's also alleged. What if he's not in the shop?
See his name.
That's why they should play the CCTV. I have a business.
Exactly.
Now dollar they said a thief.
Yeah.
Person said I came with a huge amount of dollars and I left it in your business. Pick.
Check
on it, but sit down. We sat there. We played it till 9:30 at night. I followed from when he came in the morning till when my last worker left.
So that's a lesson to learn.
He didn't see.
The CCTV
the moment he saw that the thing wasn't him, because he insisted, he started thinking back to the bank and the driver that drove him.
Imagine.
But I've cleared myself and that one.
Let's move on.
So I have the DSS story. So the DSS, of course, they are prosecuting the terrorist negotiator in the Abuja Kaduna train attack. And his name is Tukumamu. Tukumamu, according to the DSS staff, who is the sixth prosecution witness, and he was, testifying behind the screen because they're trying to protect his identity. Of course, this is a sensitive bandit and terrorist kind of matter. He was saying that Tukumamu was not a government-appointed negotiator in that deal.
Okay.
Not only did he self-appoint, or maybe was appointed by the bandits, as a journalist, he was negotiating on bandits' behalf. He got a ransom which they were paid. He also was, at the time of arrest, living large on the proceeds of what he was paid from the ransom. He benefited from that attack. So during the course of negotiation, the defendant's lifestyle suddenly changed. He was living above his means. He bought cars.
Interesting.
And he sponsored himself and family members on international trips. They were going and coming. At the time, he traveled with 4 family members. At the time of his arrest, he sponsored those family members and himself to Egypt. We're looking at about $50,000. They're even still following money. He bought 2 cars during the negotiation period.
Yes,
He said, you talked about the lifestyle of the defendant changing as one of your findings. Can you specifically tell the court? This was in cross-examination. And he said the defendant was arrested in company of 4 of his family members who he had sponsored on that trip. He had bought 2 cars during the period. And, he was living large. He said the witness was asked to confirm to the court. He says he confirms that during the investigation, this way. I'm just taking this story because when we talk about prosecuting bandits, sponsors, aiders and abettors of this kind of thing that has cost our nation. Remember, people were killed on that train. It will not be nice, for us to color it with, he's a Fulani man. No, he's my tribesman. Face the crime as the crime
criminality.
Benefit of
okay, so I have the story where they said that's the 14.8 million fraud committed by the Silva. AFCC accused him. They said the former Minister of State for Petroleum, that's Chief Tim Silva, has written to the EFCC seeking a mutually agreed date to honor its invitation over an alleged $14.8 million fraud. He said he was invited initially, but he couldn't make it. But the reason he couldn't make it was that he said he was consulting his that he was currently receiving urgent medical care for a life-threatening condition. He also said that he was consulting his medical team to determine whether he could temporarily suspend treatment to appear before the commission. So he is saying that in view of the foregoing, I must humbly request that a mutually agreed date be set subject to medical clearance to enable me appear physically and formally in front of the court.
Okay, because of time, Daily Sun, that will likely be our last paper for today. The major headline, Tinubu okays, you people speak too much English now, that's it. And it's Miriam that used to speak the longest English here. Tinubu okays massive military police recruitment. I'm expecting a comeback. Senate demands security team rejig tougher actions. State police non-negotiable, insists southern governors. And tension in Guinea-Bissau as military takes over power, detains president. Kebbi schoolgirls not molested by terrorists, according to government. Edo government urges residents not to panic over security threats. And Wike vows strict action against unauthorized school closure in FCT. What do we have in the
Our former president, Goodluck Jonathan, is currently trapped in Guinea-Bissau, where the military announced the takeover earlier in the day. They say he, alongside hundreds of foreign observers, were unable to leave the country where elections took place and results were about to be officially declared when the military announced a takeover. From this report, it says that we've been trying to reach out to the president. His usual spokesperson could not be reached, but however, Imani Boro, a former spokesperson for the ex-president, has confirmed that he is safe, that yes, he is, trapped, but he's safe. He has confirmed that he is safe, and they said that when the news was announced, a lot of them had gone to the airport to try to get on a flight, but the military, once they declare a coup, they shut everything down, land, air, water, everything, and in fact, there's a curfew right now, and they're also trying to turn off the internet.
Yay! Wow. God, I beg you. And this is what some people are praying for here. Chukwaju, any other story in the sun? So we can
I have the Governor Kwebolo assuring the people of Edo State that he's on top of security. According to his chief press secretary, I can't remember his name quickly. He's on top of, he's reacting to the video. There was a trending video of a terrorist or a bandit who claimed to have landed in Edo State and claiming to be around Epoma, saying that he has landed, he's a self-acclaimed bandit. And the governor has said that, security is one of his top priorities. And he talked about all the areas he has, instructed to be combed, the bushes that is the Benin Auchi Road, the Epoma Uromi Road, the Eho, Urekwe Axis, Benin Bypass, and the Ewu Irua Ubiaja route. The Benin Afuze Auchi corridor, and all of those areas are presently being covered. And also the latest directive by the DSS and the Nigerian Army and the State Security Service to work with local vigilantes and are also some of the security things he's using in the states to curb insecurity. I went to Edo. Edo was largely peaceful.
It's different from the news we've been seeing on social media.
We went into the farms. We enjoyed our
places. It was not validate to other stories though. On the day you went, it was largely
I stayed the whole week. We had time
to move around. Thank you so much, ladies. That's all we can take.
It's your state before.
Nima and pride, arrogance. That's all we can take on the newspaper reviews. When we come back, we move on to the topics for today. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Every clash of ideas begin the same way. Differences could be a disagreement,
two voices, two views, standing apart,
or an argument,
a battle to win, to prove, or to conquer.
Both are born from differences. One can open the door to respect.
Sound, are you ready?
And the other close it with fire. Two perspectives, but one big issue.
Are you good?
Yes, I'm good to go. So do we argue to fight or disagree to understand?
3, 2, 1, we are live.
This is the big...
Every clash of ideas begin the same way. Differences could be a disagreement,
two voices, two views, standing apart,
or an argument,
a battle to win, to prove, or to conquer.
Both are born from differences. One can open the door to respect.
Sound, are you ready?
And the other close it with fire. Two perspectives, but one big issue.
Are you good?
Yes, I'm good to go. So do we argue to fight or disagree to understand?
3, 2, 1, we are live.
This is the big...
Every clash of ideas begin the same way. Differences could be a disagreement,
two voices, two views, standing apart,
or an argument.
A battle to win, to prove, or to conquer.
Both are born from differences. One can open the door to respect.
Sound, are you ready?
And the other close it with fire. Two perspectives, but one big issue.
Are you good?
Yes, I'm good to go. So do we argue to fight or disagree to understand?
3, 2, 1, we are live.
This is the big...
Good morning, everyone. It's a new day. Veronica, where are you at this time?
I am here. I'll see you in 5 minutes.
Hi, Olamide.
Hey guys. I'm just at the rooftop, keeping my finger on the pulse and my eye on the street.
Hey, Toma, good morning. Hope you're up and ready for the show today.
Yeah, I just got to the office now. Have you contacted Abuja?
Hello guys, we are set and right on our way to the studio.
And the guest is standing by.
Hi, Ria.
I'm almost ready. Just let me get my glam for the show.
Good morning, Ibrahim. What about the dailies?
I just grabbed the papers. I'm on my way.
Good morning, guys.
Right. Nobody knows how the day will go, but every day starts with breakfast.
Start your day right here on TVC Breakfast every weekday from 7 a.m. only on TVC News.
You guys, this was the gist about Irasta and Rema now.
You day wine. It's all over my FYP. But me, I don't know, Sha. Cause fake blogs yakpa. And if you ask me, it's giving sauce.
Listen, I just checked the new TVC Entertainment WhatsApp channel like right now, and they just dropped the update.
Are you for
No cap.
I've actually been noticing those guys. They're always on it 100. Like they always post the gist before anyone else. Me, I love them, oh. And that's on periods.
Like I just aligned with them like last week, and they've been dropping back to back.
Facts. I love how it's straight from the source. No cap, no fake news, just pure entertainment.
I low-key feel like an insider right now.
I know, right?
TVC be cooking.
Real talk. It's like Gist Express. Premium gist on cruise mode. Always first. Always next.
Clock it.
Clock it.
You know what, guys? I just joined.
Active.
Jess is right. What you're trying to say to you is, for your premium entertainment content, scan the QR code on your screen right now to join the TVC Entertainment WhatsApp channel.
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to Splash. I'm on the black carpet, and of course, it's Jubril of Lagos.
Well, that's it on Socialville.
When I say, I dare fool.
You already have Destiny Alpha. I know that.
I go shoot out for you.
You already know, guys. Splash give you the best of entertainment, the best of energy, best of everything you need to get your...
Thanks for staying with us. What we're about to talk about is painful, but it's something we cannot ignore. A woman, reportedly from Delta State, has been arrested after allegedly sexually abusing her own 3-year-old daughter. The allegations are horrifying. According to the police, the child's father discovered a video showing his daughter being abused by her mother. Today we are faced with uncomfortable questions. How can a mother, someone meant to protect and cherish a child, become its greatest danger? What does this say about societal responsibility, community safety, and the systems we rely on to protect the most vulnerable among us? As we discussed this morning, we must also ask, are we doing enough to safeguard children? When abuse happens at home, where children should feel safest, what support systems exist? And how can we prevent this heartbreaking event from happening? How can this little child be helped from not suffering from the long-term consequences of her mother's action? This story is a painful reminder that child protection is not optional. It is urgent. And I welcome your thoughts and feelings, because staying silent is not an option. My ladies, the story is depressing, but I would like our viewers to also join the conversation by calling us on 02016352013 or 09024163440, or tweet us at TVC Connect using the hashtag YourViewTVC. A depressing story.
What are your thoughts? Well, it's really heavy. Reading the story, and the story, goes into details, because she was asked at the police station to confirm the allegation against her, and based on the report, she goes into details, which confirms, based on the report, that it is true, to the point that the child has been tested for some sexually transmitted infections, and, her daughter, her own child, her own 3-year-old, and she thought it wise to, you have to be sick, I'm sorry, you have to be a terrible human being, you have to be such a wicked human being to do that to your child, to do that to your innocent 3-year-old child. Like, that's the worst thing that can happen to any human being, that the one person, your own mother, who is meant to love, protect you, betrays you in such a manner. I hate stories like this, honestly. I hate to hear them. I hate that they ever happen. We're grateful, that the father spoke up, because let me tell you, use this opportunity to also tell women where it happens the other way around, that keep their mouth shut. You see how men do it? They report it because it's not normal. It is terrible. And so this child should be taken away from her immediately. She should have no form of relationship with that girl, and then she should be dealt with. I mean, this is just so. I'm upset. That child will forever be, traumatized by what this woman has done to her. A lot of thing happens. I hear that the man is not married to the woman, so this is not happened in a marital home. Maybe eyes would have been on her, probably lives on her own and is able to do that. And then, secondly, she takes a video.
Yeah.
To document it. Probably to sell it. Like, who are you? Why are you like this? Please.
I heard too. When I read the story, I was just looking for angles, where to come from, what to say, and all. So first thing is that I think she's not okay. She's psychologically down. I don't think she's all right, because no sane woman being will do this to their own child that they gave birth to. Carry the child for 9 months, and then you give birth to that child, and then you keep the. I'm just wondering. I just sat and I was just thinking, for how long has she been doing this to this child?
About 6
Do you
or 8
understand?
months.
Yeah. So I can just imagine now what she has done to that child and everything. But the good thing is that I like the fact that the man came out and he said something about it immediately, and he reported to the right authorities and everything. And that kind of woman, I don't think he should make her a wife. This kind of story is this kind of story that when you hear, you be like, all those women that have been crying for children, see where children should have gone to. You understand? But see this woman now, she has a child, and see the way, look at what she's doing, So the good thing is that I sat and I was like, how do we rescue this child? I was just thinking of how we can. The good thing is that she's still very young, like she's just 3 years old. So hopefully it can be corrected if, things are done fast, to make sure that all those things she's going through and everything, let her try as much as possible, forget and all. But the thing is that I don't know how, I've just been thinking of how they can rescue that child, because at that age, she must have, so many things. She has learned a lot of things, but it can all be reversed.
Corrected.
Yes, it can be corrected, and then she can come back normal and, but she needs to be with a family that, you know, will show her love, so much love, so that she can, so that she will know that, yes,
so that she can forget.
That she can forget in the future.
Hey!
I will start by praising God that exposed this woman, because when things like this happen to children of fit parents, from their maybe family members or suspecting people, occupants of their houses, we expect it to come from maybe the maid, one cousin that is visiting, and parents are supposed to be very heartbroken by discovering that, you know, their young 3-year-old probably been molested for a very long time up until now. You know, you now be reacting to the evil of the person. But when you pay rent, who is supposed to be heartbroken if somebody were to do this to a child is the perpetrator themselves. It is beyond legal. There's no way to look at it. It is a very huge act of betrayal. And society must speak against it. I like that the father did not see the video and thought this was a family matter. They cover madness.
Men don't do that.
They cover them. Because people say in our children, if you hide this private wound, now you will live with the consequences of the private matter. So well done to the father that went straight to the police to report it. And she's confessed to this, according to the police PRO of Delta State. The child was also found to have injuries around her vulva. She was also found to have an STD, a 3-year-old child, you know. And so the gender desk of the police command in Delta State, of course, which is the special desk for things like this, have taken it up. They've arrested her. I'm sure she'll be prosecuted and serve a jail term. They've already handed the child over to, you know, protective care. Most likely at the end of the matter, maybe if the father has a proper family, they will go to the father. But if the father too not stable, I beg, it's not important. Let somebody that is of a stable home, you know, get this girl. Number one is that the girl has been groomed and you know, been exposed to this very dangerous behavior. Because I don't want to give details of what happened, but when I read it, the girl has been groomed, and she grew up and say, "No, my sexual disposition is this way.
I identify.
You know, all of those Englishes, and that's how dangerous those identities are to society. It's just extremely heartbreaking. Proper things have been done. There's nothing we should advise to be done. It's just, you know, the evil that...
What we can talk about is really how to make sure that she gets the right care, you know, psychologically. And I think that she, at that age, that a lot can be done, but we have to be deliberate and intentional about it, and it will be long term. And I have to say, the sad thing for me is that I don't think Nigeria understands that level of work when, you know, that we need to do. This is beyond, you know, this needs a psychiatrist to do this. And it's not something it's not a culture that we have embraced. So, you know, I'm not saying that we don't do it. We can do a few months, but it's not a culture that we have embraced. That is not really also. It's usually like something you be forced to. After a while, we have this tendency of saying she's doing better, but this will require long-term
because of our age.
And
so the only place I have seen the long-term of psychosocial support is here. I don't know how sophisticated. The Lagos State Domestic Violence Agency used to just be a department under the Ministry of Justice. It's done so much work. It's been made an agency. They now have their own building at the CBD in Alausa, and they do a lot of work. When you go there, you see desk, long-term, you know, social support for families, and it's a lot of work. Really. It is. They are even constantly looking for funds
get tired
now.
After a while.
But they follow through some of their clients, just a few that I have seen. So only here. What Miriam is saying is extremely important for the kind of case we have, but the facility might not be available. And because of the kind of case that she is, a long-term thing is that when change of administration, somebody will forget the file.
The file will be thrown away.
Kind of case.
We have to take a short break. When we come back, we'll find a way to understand why these sort of things happen, and probably advise on, you know, parents not rushing to have children if they know that they are not capable to take care of them properly, mentally, physically, and otherwise. We'll take a short break now. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Stay tuned.
Your View will be right back.
Keeping hope alive.
We are the drumbeats that refuse to be silent, even when the rhythm falters.
We are the green that refuses to fade.
And the white that dares to shine.
Hope is not a stranger here.
It lives in our markets,
our music, and our streets.
Every dawn in Nigeria is proof that tomorrow is still worth fighting for.
Hope is a child in the classroom, eyes wide, with dreams bigger than walls.
Hope is the farmer planting seeds in faith,
believing in rain and harvest.
Hope is the youth unafraid to rise, rewriting the story of our tomorrow.
Hope is us, millions of voices refusing to give up on the promise of this land.
Nigeria, our independence is not just history.
It is a call to keep believing,
to keep building, to keep hoping.
Every clash of ideas begin the same way. Differences could be a disagreement.
Two voices, two views, standing apart.
Or an argument.
A battle to win, to prove, or to conquer.
Both are born from differences. One can open the door to respect.
Sound, are you ready?
And the other close it with fire. Two perspectives, but one big issue.
Are you good?
Yes, I'm good to go. So do we argue to fight or disagree to understand?
3, 2, 1, we are live.
This is the big...
You guys, this was just about Ira Star and Rema now.
You day wine. It's all over my FYP, but me I don't know sha. Cause fake blogs yakpa. And if you ask me, it's giving sauce.
Listen, I just checked the new TV Entertainment WhatsApp channel like right now, and they just dropped the update.
Are you for
No, no cap.
I've actually been noticing those guys. They're always on it 100. Like they always post the gist before anyone else. Me, I love them oh, and that's on period.
Like I just aligned with them like last week, and almost they've been dropping back to back.
Facts. I love how it's straight from the source. No cap, no fake news, just pure entertainment.
I low-key feel like an insider right now.
I know, right?
TVC be cooking.
Real talk. It's like Gist Express. Premium gist on cruise mode. Always first.
Welcome back. So I'm still trying to find a way to understand why such a thing would happen, right? And I'm trying to see how we can get into the minds of people who are deviants like this, people who are not normal like this. And we also live in a society where we have two sides, where some persons believe that once you get pregnant, just have it, or you'll be committing murder if you decide to take it out. Other people believe that if you know you don't have the capacity, you know, to take care of the child, it's okay to take it out. How do we start asking the questions, which is, are you capable of taking care of this child before birthing the child? Should we educate people to understand that if you know that you are not mentally okay, you're not physically okay, you don't have the capacity to love and nurture a child, don't have the child? Should that be like a direction so that we can save? I don't understand this story and how she got pregnant. I think she's a baby mama or something. But it's also possible that she had a choice at some point. Should I keep this baby or not keep this baby? And maybe family members would have, I'm speculating here, would have said, now God, they give Peking, have this baby, when she knew she was not ready to take care of a baby. Because I'm trying to understand how a woman who is supposed to have unconditional love for a child will do this to her child. So do we start having the conversation of if you know you are not okay?
It's not a what kind of love?
There's no how you can understand this.
I'm saying unconditional love, which is protection, not this one, not molesting.
It's possessive kind of.
No, this is not love
kind
now.
of love.
But this is not love.
This in her, if you can't make it a subjective point, looking at it from her lens.
Yeah.
Okay.
She don't get sense. She's a math. So yeah, and she probably. Just for this, because there's no justification for this. I just don't have. I'm not in the generosity of mind to have justification for her. But let's just, for the purpose of discussion, think that maybe she was also such a victim.
It's possible.
And then she has been shamed. No customer, nothing. The day that scan show it's a female child, she feels, because people like this are not necessarily pedophiles in this kind of sexuality thing. When we look at the cases of boys who are molested, they're usually molested by men who know that they cannot go and proposition another man
outside.
But this small boy, nobody will know. The 4-year-old boy will not, nobody will know, kind of thing. So they look for vulnerable, innocent children. They do this too. For a mother to be able to carry on this kind of thing, the closest vulnerable person is the child at her breast.
Hi.
The child is 3-year-old. This pikin, maybe win am, no go never reach, can't be up to 2 years. If you talk about proper breastfeeding cycle, she must have been from day one abusing the child. Innocent child from day one. So she knew this. And to think that, you know, you will see somebody like that possessive of the child, carrying the child, the same way you will interpret as motherly love now. So there's no way to look at it. Just that so the wire don't cut.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right.
I think she's psychologically not okay.
Established.
I don't even think that she must have breastfed that child, because from what I can say is, if please permit me, she's just a wicked mom. Because I just can't understand the whole thing. And right now, when Miriam said that the child needs a psychiatrist, I'm even wondering how the psychiatrist is going to be able to help that child. Because it's a child that, I don't think that child has started talking yet.
3
so
years.
you can imagine that the psychiatrist will have to use action. You know, so many, action and all of that. A lot of things to just get that thing out of the way. I don't even know.
I don't understand the why. The only why that I can go with is what Nima has explained, which is maybe it was done to her, so she's used to it, and then she's doing it to another child. Because sadly, if nothing is done with this particular child as well, it is something that may happen with her if she goes. A cycle that continues. So I really hate, like personally, this is not even for TV. I really hate talking about issues like this. It hurts. Yeah, it hurts too much. Because I'm thinking of how I'm raising my daughter. From when she was really small, I'm already teaching her privacy, the right to her own privacy, how to keep herself safe, you know, and I cannot imagine any other person that gives birth to another. Like, I know how strongly I feel so protective of my child. And I cannot imagine that there's another child that's been born into the world, and the first person to betray her is the one person that is meant to protect her. For me, this is so deep. So I don't know why. And I hope that you know, a cycle has been broken, and I just hope that this message will be going out to people all around us. If you know of anybody that may be involved in such a behavior, please speak up quickly, so that the life of that child can be saved, and so that that cycle will be broken. Because, you know, I'm not saying specifically this child, but a child who has been molested like this, you take that child, you put her amongst other children. You hear, we go to school, in daycare, and she's touching each other. Before you know, your child that you have protected and taught a certain way has learned a habit. So if it happens to one of us, it's happening to all of us. You cannot sit and watch this sort of thing happen. So we must speak up. The why, I don't understand the why.
We have a caller on the line, Temi Tokwe, Lagos, from Lagos. Good morning, Temi. Are you there? Sorry, we lost the caller. Do you know why I asked about the why, right? Everything has a reason behind it. We may not be able to justify the reason, but every perpetrator of evil, crime, they have a reason. That's at least that's the first thing that we learned when we started life coaching, right? Now, when you dig deeper, you now analyze the why and now see that, okay, your reason is either wrong or right. But there's a reason and there's a justification for whatever reason. So I like the angle that it's possible she has experienced that before. There was a story that broke sometime in America. It was a man who had 3 boys, and he was molesting the boys in his house. It was strange when people heard, but you know, in that climb, some things are already accepted to understand, okay, same sex and all of that. Here we have a law against same sex something something. So it's sounding strange to us that this is a woman who is molesting a girl.
I hope she gets a life sentence, because this is under our child's rights. This kind is a strict offense. So
let me hold you, please. Temi is back so that I can hear your thoughts completely. Temi, are you there?
Yes, Mama.
You're live, please. Go ahead.
I said, I made the mother is processed. Maybe she's into lesbianism before today. Maybe lack of man. I mean, maybe she doesn't have a serious relationship. Maybe she doesn't ask someone to have sex with her. Maybe whenever she wants, she just go into it whenever she wants. She doesn't care about the female children. She just do whatever she wants whenever she wants. She doesn't care. Let's be reality. Some women get to the stage that they will need their mind. Their mind is not there. They just want to sacrifice. They want to do something just make themselves okay. So they go extra mile, not knowing that those children are looking at them when they are doing shit. So most of the time it's because of this, because I'm a single mother of 20 years old and 4.5 years old.
Okay.
I'm mother. I know when I come and marry, I need you. I want you to be available for me. And the man say me, go ahead to do shit. And I'm not that kind of woman that I go around. I don't want that. I don't want to do shit. So I know what I do in me. But I'm very, very careful. So I'm sorry to say this openly because I'm a mother. Let's be reality.
Okay.
From Alaja, I hear what Alaja said. Let's just learn from what that Alaja said. And that is happening to me too because
I didn't, but did you hear the initial thing she said?
I think she's saying for some lack of sexual partners. I've read cases where men will say to their wife, from now on you sort yourself.
So she's trying to say that for women who may be single mothers,
their battles.
Yes, so they are unable to have intimate partners
with adults. Then you go to your child.
No, she's saying that.
So they find ways. But just trying to make a case. Okay. Like I was saying, this is a strict offense. We don't need to process a mental state of mind. Once the act is done, it's enough to prosecute. But the matter for me is religious. When we hear the word jihad, Western media has made it seem like you have to carry gun and go to war. Your internal struggle to be a better person is what the jihad means. You have to battle those evil. You know, there's a standard. My religion also says Allah has given you the criterion, the standard to know wrong and right. If you do this with your child, it's incest. It's many things.
Too many things.
So you know that this is not
incest, forbidden, taboo, everything.
Even if I'm just saying, in the case of that they have touched the girl, the woman herself. You know that this was an abuse.
Please let me hold you. Let's go on a short break. When we come back, we'll just find a way to wrap this up. It's really disturbing. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
My skin is my identity, my strength. It's unique and deserves care made specially for me. New Nivea Radiant and Beauty Advanced Care.
You guys, this was just about Irasta and Grandma now. You day wine. It's all over my FYP, but me I don't know, Sha. Cause fake logs yakpa. And if you ask me, it's giving sauce.
Listen, I just checked the new TVC Entertainment WhatsApp channel like right now, and they just dropped the update.
Are you for
No cap.
I've actually been noticing those guys. They're always on it 100. Like they always post the gist before anyone else. Me, I love them, and that's on periods.
Like I just aligned with them like last week, and they've been dropping back to back.
Facts. I love how it's straight from the source. No cap, no fake news, just pure entertainment.
I low-key feel like an insider right now.
I know, right?
TVC be cooking.
Real talk. It's like Gist Express. Premium gist on cruise mode. Always first. Always next.
Clock it.
Clock it.
You know what, guys? I just joined.
Active.
Jess is right. What you're trying to say to you is, for your premium entertainment content, scan the QR code on your screen right now to join the TVC Entertainment WhatsApp channel.
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to Splash. I'm on the black carpet, and of course, it's Jubril of Lagos.
Well, that's it on Socialville.
When I say, I dare fool.
You already have Destiny Alpha. I know that.
I go shook out for you.
You already know, guys. Splash give you the best of entertainment, the best of energy, best of everything you need to get your day going.
It's Splash every weekday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on TVC Entertainment.
Every clash of ideas begin the same way. Differences could be a disagreement,
Two voices, two views, standing apart.
or an argument.
A battle to win, to prove, or to conquer.
Both are born from differences. One can open the door to respect,
Sound, are you ready?
and the other close it with fire. Two perspectives, but one big issue.
Are you good?
Yes, I'm good to go. So do we argue to fight or disagree to understand?
3, 2, 1, we are live.
This is the big...
Think fast, play smart, win big. We Cash, the game show where every contestant gets the opportunity to win money. No long waits, no dull moments, just quick questions, quick moves, and free cash. Every second counts, every answer pays, and everyone walks away a winner. Are you fast enough for quick cash? Scan the barcode on your screen and you just might get a chance to take your shot at instant fortune. Quick Cash, showing Mondays and Fridays on TVC Entertainment.
Now hope.
They carry us.
Even when wahala dey choke, we stand gidigba.
Hope they waka with us for downfall.
He dey gist with us for buka.
No matter the gbege, our spirit.
Thanks for staying with us. We're still discussing this horrifying story of a mother who molested her 3-year-old daughter, and you were trying to explain what the jihad meant in religion.
Yes, I was saying that, you know, when the word is jihad is read in Western books, it's supposed to be a war, whereas it's an internal battle that a person is supposed to have to get better. So Jannah means that you've improved yourself over time, fought all your evils and vices, your demons. So this, as an adult, even if it happened to you, it's a demon. You know, because you just know that if you are victim of something, you know it's something that was done badly to you. To do it to some other person is because you not fought that, you're justifying the evil as opposed to fighting it. You know, they were also encouraged to fast, to learn to restrain, to learn control and all of those things. So all those things you're supposed to do as an individual to make yourself better. You didn't do them till you became a mother. You didn't do them when the need arise. You didn't control yourself. You didn't think of, no, I did, this was done. Even if that's the justification to me, I cannot do this to my child. You know, there's also the angle of making a video of it, which for me, I have seen where people make videos of abuse of children, pedophiles make videos and sell the videos. There are also cases of people, you know, having unconsented sexual intercourse with adults and making videos. They also monetize. You know, so I don't understand the video part, because I don't think that this is something you enjoy watching. You should enjoy watching, but maybe
there's a whole industry. Yes, there's a whole industry where that is what they do. They take picture, they do these things to children and then they sell it. And at least in America, where we get to hear this sort of news, they don't joke. Like they've had many top Hollywood stars who have been caught in things like that. That was the end of their life, the end of their career, everything. So for us, we still have a culture where we try to hide. And the blame I put mostly on women when it happens that it's the father to his child. The women try to turn the other, you know, turn away, pretend they don't see what is happening. Family will sit down to discuss this. Don't put our family out there in shame. Remember the alleged story of the doctor. One of the things that came out was that the mother was telling the wife, don't do this to us, don't put the story out there. So we have that culture, and I'm happy that this man, you know, this is one man. We don't know about other men. If they to think it's something that can be done, or I would let you go away and I'll continue raising this child. Because with children, we just assume that we always say, oh, she's really young, she's just 3 years old, maybe she won't even remember. No, we talk about children, their resilience. Yes, it's true they are quite resilient, but sometimes they go through some things that will forever, you know, mar them, you know, psychologically. And if nothing is done, you know, it shows up in their adulthood in one way or the other, and we'll be wondering, why is this child behaving in a certain way? And I'll go back to what I said earlier, that going for long-term psychiatric care is not something I see Nigerians embrace as a culture. And so my fear is she may not get that sort of support that she will need over a long period of time. When the case is still exciting, when the case is still fresh, yes, you may get. And you know, the sad thing is, when you're in a situation like this, usually it's the mother that will be on your case. Your mother will take you to these things. But now the mother is the one that is not there. Fathers are not usually so like primary caregivers. He may be now off to trying to look for money to make sure that she gets, and if she does not get another person who can stand in like a mother and love her mistress to get this evaluation over a long period of time, if the government does not stand in and make sure she gets over a long period of time, and we know from experience that our government is usually not long-term as well, will this girl truly, by the time she's 18, 21, have gotten the treatment that she needs to help her become a well-adjusted human being? I'm not sure.
God help her. But another angle here is that maybe she was in the relationship with the dad, and she wanted to trap him, and she got pregnant along the way. I'm just trying to understand this whole thing. And then she got pregnant along the way, and then she gave birth to the child. I think at some point maybe she just thought that, let me destroy this child once and for all. Since I don't love the child, and the man didn't marry me at the end of the day, so why is this child part of me? So let me just...
Why did she bite the child?
Yeah, so it maybe mistakenly happened. You know, where you said that you should ask yourself questions. Am I ready to be a mother or something? So maybe she didn't ask herself those kind of questions because she was not ready.
We hardly do.
So maybe
she
was ready.
Yeah.
So it should be just happened, accidentally happened.
You know, this talk was about abortion, right? So abortion was there. Legitimize it, give her options of adoption at birth. You know, give several options.
I hear that.
You know, as opposed to keeping the child and abusing the child. If this child grows up an adult and we never discover this, imagine how many years of abuse she would have left to live.
Imagine the number of children that are out there who have gone through this, but nothing
right
has
now
been
that
done.
their fathers are not.
There's something Miriam said that just took my mind back to how the human mind works, right? Many people are living a life that they think is their own, but it's actually being driven by the experiences they had in childhood. And psychology will tell you that from the time a child is in the womb, their subconscious mind starts absorbing. If you see women who are in abusive relationships that their husbands beat, the child in the womb who has experienced the beating of the mother, it's ingrained in the subconscious. And sometimes when we grow without really understanding what is going on, we're acting in a certain way that we cannot trace back to our childhood. And this long-term thing she mentioned, which is we need to be deliberate about helping this child. Because we may think, okay, she's 3 years, over 5 years, 6 years, she would forget. No, it's already ingrained in her subconscious. Tomorrow, it starts manifesting when she's 16, when she's 17, when she's 18, when she's 20-something. And we are carrying those who can carry people to church to go and do exorcism, deliverance, and all of that. We don't know that something has happened that had, you know, affected her psychologically that we did not treat. Many people are in therapy today from what happened in their childhood. And I'd like us to normalize the conversation on seeking therapy and psychiatric treatment. That is not you're not seeking psychiatric treatment because you're a mad person. Because most times when we mention it, I don't want to go to, I'm a mad person. We have a sort of stigma around it. You are seeking those help because you need to heal yourself. That's one. Two, I wanted to say, how do we help people? Because I want us to just find a way to move off of this. How do we help people to heal their demons? I like what you said about that jihad stuff, where every day you are learning your shadow side, your dark side, you are fasting, you're disciplining, because everybody has one thing or the other that we cannot say in public, but you are working to heal yourself to be a better person. How do we help people who don't even know that this part of me is not, it's not good, it's evil? Many people don't know. How do we get them to that place where they can now seek help to help themselves before they start? They say when you don't heal, you bleed on the people who are you cut people that did not hurt you or something.
They are pedophiles. I don't get it.
You know, no, when you have conversations with these people,
don't think that they are evil. Yeah, you know, it's a selfish world.
Yeah,
this is my predisposition. It's just like, you know, the damage that some of these sexualities have caused in society. When it started, is from a self-love point of view. I love myself. I'm never going to conform, kind of thing. So we preach that. And so some people do not accept that their disposition can be damaging to another person, particularly partners or victims that, you know, they carry along the way. They justify it.
Yeah.
And so
they give you reasons.
You know, this was saying, how do we get people to go for therapy when they... So there are several factors to a person knowing themselves.
Okay.
Initially, maybe when you're under adolescence, because I believe at adolescence, a lot of awareness comes to you. A lot of things you argue, the things you fight with. And that's why family, cousins, family are important. If you're in a home and somebody cannot call out a bad behavior, then it becomes something you grew up with. I shared one with you this morning. You know, you talk to your loved ones about things that you think. They say now, you notice this word, I don't mean to use a detrimental word, but madman not the shame. Now in family members the shame. So if the family had done their job to call out certain things that they are seeing. For instance, I had a case, I didn't handle that case. A mom was previously, she got pregnant as a teenager, had a boy. And she left that boy for her mother, left. And then she got married, had 2 girls. Then mother who was with the boy was with passed. And so she had to take the boy in. And the moment the boy came in, they called her from the crèche where the 2 little girls were always scared that, you know, that they were being violated. So where we heard the matter, thought it was the first time it had happened. But she knew when he was with his grandmother that he had done the same to some neighbors' children. And you know,
she kept quiet.
And you know, it was supposed to be managed within.
So how do you deal with a child that
but even at the time of the case, when I was hearing it, he was still a child. He was under 18. And so such a thing that you have called out and forced the child to therapy and forced him to be a better person would have been handling the situation as opposed to forcing him on your new husband who is now calling out the abuse of his own daughters and telling him he's not being
the end of that
supportive of you. You are trying to,
so you hid the truth.
Then she went to her clerics and brought the clerics to come and help save her marriage to talk to him. And you know, some things like that, it is within the home. For instance, the girls now who have been exposed, are you doing the needful? Are you saying, or you are saving money? You are saying, now food with the worry for first, we don't get money for therapy. You are supposed to solving the problem within. If you have a child who ordinarily would never respect people, and you are now saying he has a right in the clinical world now, your child is not parenting you, as opposed to correcting that child, making that child better. You know, so it starts from there.
That example is not even in the same category as what we are talking about.
No, we are talking about helping people discover the problem, not even this category.
You know, the reason I say that is, BC has said some people are not even aware that they are. For me, I feel that there are some things that are just in us. The way that God has created us, there are some things that we do, we cannot explain it away. We know it's wrong. And pedophilia is wrong. There's no human being that thinks it, feels it, and does it, that thinks a part of him is quite justified. There's nothing right about that. So I think people know it. What I would say is that maybe for those who may think that they're thinking about it, what should they do before it becomes a physical manifestation of their thoughts? Is that you know is wrong. So if you think you have that sort of thing, go and look for help immediately. Don't get married. Don't be around children. Don't work anywhere where there will be children. Just know that this is something that you're dealing with and you need to work on it. It is serious. It has damaging effects on your victim and the person and the people that your victims may become affiliated with, you know, in the future. So honestly, just be aware of what your thoughts and work on your thoughts, and then find help.
Yeah, but you know that knowing is one step to awareness. Many people know that this is wrong and right, but many people, when you go deep, you find out that they do not know the impact of what they are doing to other people. So they know it's wrong. What I'm doing is wrong, but they do not know the extent of the impact of what they are doing to other people. And that's where that awareness comes into play, and that's where you now start helping the person to understand. Did you think through this? Did you understand that in the nearest future, this child is damaged? Did you think through? Many people know it's bad. They don't know the extent of the badness, you know. So that's why we have to help them to heal themselves. Because many times you have conversations and it just, I don't say na lie, so it go be oh. We know those that are lying. We know those that are lying. Many people don't know the impact.
No, they know. People live creepy lives. Some people know. How do you touch a child and say you know the extent of the damage?
What extent do you need to know?
You can become more strategic in covering it up. That you know the child will be abused for a full lifetime because you know. Why do you need to cover it up? Where they mad for that side, where they legitimize every sexuality, then they walk out for streets with their puppy where they sleep with.
Okay, so they know the extent.
Yes, but when those kind of conversations come here,
you think they know the extent?
Society defines what you have to hide.
What I'm saying
they define the standard. I promise somewhere. You know that society has defined this kind of relationship should not be. Now, why you go creepy with them now?
You hide
why don't you say, okay, my own disposition is to be this way. I will do better by healing whatever is making me this way.
As an example just came to me. Let me take this call. Boniface, we'll go on the short break. When we come back, we'll tie this up. Because something just came to me to buttress this point. Boniface, are you there? Boniface, are you there? Let's take a short break now. When we come back, we'll tie up the conversation. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right back.
Hope they carry us.
Even when wahala they choke, we stand gidigba.
Hope they waka with us for downfall.
They gist with us for buka.
No matter the gbege, our spirit no fit scatter.
Hope now that pikin where they read ABCD
and still get ogbonge dream for hearts.
Hope now the mama where they fry akara, we see the reason say
tomorrow go soft for her.
Naija,
your freedom na promise.
Say hope go always come, no matter wetin happen.
Good morning, everyone. It's a new day. Veronica, where are you at this time?
I am here. I'll see you in 5 minutes.
Hi, Olamide.
Hey guys. I'm just at the rooftop, keeping my finger on the pulse and my eye on the street.
Hey Toma, good morning. Hope you're up and ready for the show today.
Yeah, I just got to the office now. Have you contacted Abuja?
Hello guys, we are set and right on our way to the studio.
And the guest is standing by.
Hi, Ria.
I'm almost ready. Just let me get my glam for the show.
Good morning, Ibrahim. What about the dailies?
I just grabbed the papers. I'm on my way.
Good morning, guys.
Hey.
Right. Nobody knows how the day will go, but every day starts with breakfast.
Start your day right here on TVC Breakfast every weekday from 7 a.m. only on TVC News. Keeping hope alive.
We are the drumbeats that refuse to be silenced, even when the rhythm falters.
We are the green that refuses to fade.
And the white that dares to shine.
Hope is not a stranger here.
It lives in our markets,
Our music and our streets.
Every dawn in Nigeria is proof that tomorrow is still worth fighting for.
Hope is a child in the classroom, eyes wide, with dreams bigger than walls.
Hope is the farmer, planting seeds in faith.
believing in rain and harvest.
Hope is the youth,
Unafraid to rise,
Rewriting the story of our tomorrow.
Hope is us. Millions of voices refusing to give up on the promise of this land.
Nigeria, our independence is not just history.
It is a call to keep believing,
To keep building, to keep hoping.
Every clash of ideas begin the same way. Differences.
Welcome back. Just when I thought we were wrapping up the topic.
Okay, so when you were saying that, how do you help the person know? You understand? I just realized that in this part of the world, we even in as much as we try to help, we are not patient enough
to follow through.
To help the person understand that, look, you have this issue. We need help in this kind of issue and everything, and you understand. And again, okay, so I have an issue. The cost of going to meet someone to talk to me, maybe I want to hire a therapist to talk to me. A lot of people don't even have money to eat yet. Before they start saying, okay, let me even go and give one therapist to even talk to me about this thing. So most of the time, if only we can all come together as, you know, like, there was one issue that happened that I know. The guy was always going to go and meet all the house helps. It's a community, a small community. Goes to meet the house helps, you know, and start asking for, you know, trying to the boy is just in secondary school, like SS2, SS1, SS2. You understand? You go and meet the house helps in that area and everything, instead of the mothers in that area, because when it happened, we were like, the mother didn't do well. We are quick to blame. The mother didn't bring him up properly, this, that. Instead of us to come together, this is a problem, because that's not the only child she has. She has other kids, and the other kids are doing very well. You can tell that this particular child, there's an issue with that child. Okay. So now, that community coming together, especially mothers, when you notice that a child is like this, you know, it takes a lot for communities to bring up a child. I grew up in an estate, and I know how much mothers came together each time a child does something wrong. They will come together, and call you, you know, talk to you and everything. But these days, it's like competition. See him, see her. They didn't bring him up. Let me you instead you go inside, you warn your children, I don't want you to play with this boy, I don't want you to play with this child, I don't want you to, instead of coming together to you know, handle the issue properly.
Okay.
It will really help and it will go a long way.
Okay, yeah. So to buttress the facts of explain the level of knowing, right? I agree that many people know right and wrong. Many people know that what they are doing is evil and that's why they are hiding it. But it's the extent of the knowing which is where the deeper problem is, especially for those people that are not really okay, right? So let me give you this analogy. This analogy does not necessarily, you know, work in line with, but I just want to use it to explain the far-reaching implications of the ability for someone to know or not know properly, right? Take, for instance, maybe a governor or a local government chairman embezzles money for hospitals, good schools, and roads, right? He eats the money, he's flying all over the country, and his people are impoverished. They don't have good roads every day. They are having accidents on the road. When they go to the clinic, there's no medical officials to attend to them. The hospitals are not, you know. And then his sons come back, and on heading to his house, one of the roads that he refused to do, they have an accident and they die. And then he sits back to ask himself, if I had known why, and they tell him the cause of the death is the road. And then maybe the child wouldn't have even died if they had gone to the hospital and maybe there was oxygen, there were the necessary things that are needed.
Yeah, he chopped their money.
He ate the money. They went to the hospital, you know, emergency. There was no time to fly anybody abroad. Emergency catches you in the hospital, and those people don't have equipment to attend to the child, and the child dies. Sitting in hindsight, do you think he knew the far-reaching implications of embezzling that money? Because I've seen people who have had issues with their parents growing up, right? You know, when we talk about these trauma things and all of that, and when they finally started having conversations with their parents, many times we find out that the parents do not know the far-reaching implications of what they were doing.
Look at this case where it is.
No, can I? That's why I told you that it's not close. But can you help me? Help me?
No, I don't know if I'm helping you, but but you know, I got you from the beginning, and if you remember what I said there are some things that are different, which is things like this. There are some things that are just intrinsic. We know from deep within us. That's how God has created us. We know that when we murder somebody that we're doing something wrong. We don't need someone to tell us. Even in our Bible, when Cain murdered his brother, he knew without being told. You know, so I'm saying pedophilia is one of those intrinsic awareness that you know what you're doing is wrong. So I'm saying with those particular sort of behaviors, you don't need to know the far-reaching. The fact that you are doing it to the next human being, you're destroying another human being is enough. If you take another human being's life, you don't need to know how it affects the mother and the mother down the line. You don't need to know. You just know that you have ended someone's life. That's enough. If you sleep with a child, you already know that you have betrayed the child, you have violated that child, you have destroyed the child. So you have a child that is, a human being that is alive, but mentally, emotionally, you have finished that child. That is what you are doing. That you know that one is enough. You don't need to know what the bigger story, the far-reaching implications. Yes, the far-reaching implications like corruption. That is true. Some people don't know. People doing all sorts of bribery and corruption. You are working in a place. You are taking things out of your workplace to enrich yourself. Yes, as a society, we have accepted that and almost made it.
Now where you work, you dey chop.
Fantastic. We have that. Now where you dey work, you go chop. You know, but when it comes to things like this is a whole different class in its
fantastic. I agree with all of you. You have done a wonderful job trying to, you know, find a solution to this, and I'm happy that the Delta State government is on top of the matter. I just hope that this child would have therapy long term. We won't abandon, you know, that therapy. After 1 year, 2 years, the matter dies down and everybody faces that direction. They will follow up. And the civil societies also can pick up if, for instance, the government fails here, where they are tired, they have a lot of cases that come to their table. They can also pick up and continue. And well-meaning Nigerians also can lend support. Therapists who can, you know, offer their services free. This is what humanity is all about. Just see how we can help this little child. Thank you so much. That's all we can take on this particular topic. When we come back, move on to another topic. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right back.
Sonia.
Years, begin the same way. Differences could be a disagreement.
Two voices, two views, standing apart.
Or an argument.
A battle to win, to prove, or to conquer.
Both are born from differences. One can open the door to respect.
Sound, are you ready?
And the other close it with fire. Two perspectives, but one big issue.
Are you good?
Yes, I'm good to go. So do we argue to fight or disagree to understand?
3, 2, 1, we are live.
This is the big...
You guys, this was just about Irasta and Rema now.
You day wine. It's all over my FYP, but me I don't know sha. Cause fake vlogs yakpa. And if you ask me, it's giving sauce.
Listen, I just checked the new TV Entertainment WhatsApp channel like right now, and they just dropped the update.
Are you for
No, no cap.
I've actually been noticing those guys. They're always on it 100. Like they always post the gist before anyone else. Me, I love them, oh, and that's on period.
Like I just aligned with them like last week, and they've been dropping back to back.
Facts. I love how it's straight from the source. No cap, no fake news, just pure entertainment.
I low-key feel like an insider right now.
I know, right?
TVC be cooking.
Real talk. It's like Gist Express. Premium gist on cruise mode. Always first. Always late.
Clock it.
Clock it.
You know what, guys? I just joined.
Active.
Jess is right. All you're trying to say to you is for your premium entertainment content, scan the QR code on your screen right now to join the TVC Entertainment WhatsApp channel.
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to Misplaced. I'm on the black carpet, and of course, it's Jubril of Lagos.
Well, that's it on Socialville.
When I say, I dare fool.
You already have Destiny Alpha. I know that. Then we know it.
I go shoot out for you.
Hey,
Sorry, this topic is already catching fire. We've not started. Thank you for staying with us. Ladies, again, we have a very interesting conversation on our hands, one that has been stirring emotions and dividing opinions across social media. A short clip from a movie promo featuring a kissing scene between actors Daniel Etim Effiong and Bolaji Ogumola re-emanated, sparking quite a debate. On one hand, many viewers are applauding the on-screen chemistry and the professionalism it takes to portray intimacy convincingly. But on the other hand, a lot of people feel the moment crossed a line, especially considering Daniel is a married man. So, how far is too far when actors take on romantic roles? Is acting simply acting, or should marital boundaries apply even on set? As we unpack this today, let's look beyond the kiss itself and examine the wider issues: artistic expression, societal judgments, and the blurred lines between professional obligation and real-life relationships. Ladies, I cannot wait to hear your thoughts because if social media is anything to go by, this one conversation people are having everywhere. Now, let's get into it. So, there's a reason why many of us have not blown in the acting the way we expected to blow. Because some of these things we are not allowed to do. You go on set, they cast you as a sexy somebody. Come and seduce somebody. And then you say, sorry, I'm married, I cannot kiss. And they say, okay, bye-bye, you go in. Let's find another role
love
for
of
you.
Money is what? So
no, there's nothing love, it's craft. But let me hear your thoughts.
Love of money is the what?
Before we start the fight.
That way. Well, don't conclude.
It's the good of all.
It's good at it. So the kiss, when they don't kiss for film, since it reached their turn, it turned pornography. Forgive me. Because I'm a fan of the lady particularly. I subscribe to her channel. Every time she drop movie, I go watch her. But this one that they do that I'm watching this Instagram now. Nothing can permit it. It's too much.
But that's their job now.
It's too much.
They're good at the job.
Is this not the movie that we are our society that our children were going to watch? This is too much. And if Nigerians are saying it's too much for them, it's actually a too much thing. Wow. There's a way you do our own. If you go to India, there's a way they do their own.
That's old India.
They do it
like this. India.
Yes, now.
They do all these things.
India now. They don't meet. They don't that society. They go knock and they go beat them for streets.
India can't do it. Kannywood. Kanu never start to do.
No, that's still there for back.
Excuse me. Is it for back?
They're back.
Which back? Defense.
We're in front.
I apologize.
We're in front. I think God me beg God now. God don't let us use mouth kick. Make my mouth.
So you think this is wrong?
It's too much now.
No.
The man is married now.
Okay.
Wow. Even when you're carrying your craft, all of us we are carrying our craft here with the consciousness of our family and children.
The craft is different.
That this craft that you are talking, that's what I'm saying. Carry it responsibly. There will be collateral damage.
There's only one reason I'm not carrying this craft the way I want to carry it, from my heart of hearts.
Me, from where I'm
my darling.
Because you're married?
Because I was told not to. Okay. Marriage did not stop it. It's just the instruction that, baby,
now the marriage stop it.
No, some men will not mind. Right. So if he was the type that would not mind, why not? Because it's my craft.
He married because he's married to you. Now, property
so it's still married. It falls under marriage.
Responsibilities
to your commitment, which is okay. But let's just do it. You know, there's something. There's a way you started, which is we used to watch Hollywood, or we watch Hollywood, and we watch these things and we accept it.
No, it's a both things.
Yes, Hollywood. Hollywood. We accept it, right? We accept it because it's them, as you said, it's them. That's what they do. And I did not think I had that behavior. But me, I thought, I'm quite open-minded. What is there? But I'm telling you, when I see Nigeria or Africa people do some things that I accept from Hollywood, I just feel a certain way. So we are jealous of our own. We want to protect our own. Our own, we are not like that. So this is our family members. We don't do bad things. But you people can go ahead, you know. So I understand that thing where when we see our own people, we're like, it's not Daniel down the road.
Doing this.
Just drove past me.
Toyo's husband.
Toyo's husband. Why, you know, it's like, why would you do that? We know you too much. You know, with the Hollywood, they're so far off.
We're in the same church.
We're in the same church. We shared the hymn book together in church when God, pastor was preaching about this kind of misbehavior. So I get it. And and I thought, okay, Hollywood people, they don't get it, right? But remember that Me Too movement in Hollywood. Some of the stories that were said, many of the women said that there were some scenes that did not require them to be so intimate. The storyline did not require, did not need it, but that the producers at that time would want to do it. They complained that these producers were mainly male producers, powerful men, and they just wanted it for a certain reason. And some of the women even then felt violated to be asked to do those things. So even Hollywood, that they do it, some of the actors themselves are uncomfortable about it. There's a particular actor, Neil McDonough. I don't know if you watched some of. He said he was blacklisted because he said he's not going to be part of these intimate roles. And he was blacklisted because of that. I remember Will Smith also said that Denzel Washington had advised him, don't be the one that every time they're doing this sort of acting, they put you there. Before you know it, you'll be typecast, you'll be stereotyped, typecast where what you do is only this intimate role. So you need to also give yourself a standard, create for yourself the sort of person or actor that you want to be. So I just wanted to say that, giving us some background, because people will say, oh, it's Oyinbo people that do that. Even with the Oyinbo people, there's some of them that don't agree to it, and it's a problem. And some of them are asking that movies should be done differently in such a way that some things that do not require us to be that intimate, we don't need to bring it in. Now, does it have any far-reaching effect? It does.
Yes, it does.
Because we've seen stories, especially Hollywood, we use them because they're the ones that are our senior brothers in this thing, where marriages have broken down. People start new relationships because of the sort of intimate roles. We hear behind the scenes stories of how we're meant to do it in such a way that I did not know, but we're caught up in the moment and we just threw the thing that was supposed to be in between us and whatever. Or we finish the movie and all of a sudden I go back home and I cannot be the husband to my wife anymore because my mind, my psyche, everything is on this fantasy role. So yes, it has far-reaching effects. It does. And yes, I understand when how Nigerians feel concerning our own, we don't do this kind of thing.
Let me hear. So I just remember when you said that, when you narrated that story, I remembered one story with late Saint Obi. One movie he acted with Chioma Chukwuka, that he suffered Chioma Chukwuka in that video. There was a time they interviewed him and he was like, which of your movies was so difficult for you? He now mentioned that because he said a lot of women met him. That he went to one supermarket, one woman went to meet him, she said, come, why did you do that to Chioma? Why did you do that to Chioma? How can you? How dare you? You know, all of those things. So Nigerians watch movies with so much, passion. No, this is with so much expectations and all of that. And I think why his own is coming out is because the wife has actually come out to talk about their personal, we were online community, we are online in-laws.
Yeah, the netizens.
So he has come, she came, she complained and all of that. So that's why we are
Did she complain?
It's a bit, she complained like sometimes she didn't like, they were trying to talk about how comfortable they are with his acting career and the way women,
is it that one the two of them were doing?
Yes, that because I followed the way women throw themselves at him and all of that, how he can withstand temptations and all. So he complained, he explained all of that. So I think for a movie, I think Nollywood, we are growing. Because of that scene, you could see the connection.
Kissing
in that scene. No, not only that kissing aspect. There's connection, and that connection, it made the movie real.
Because they're
these are real things. These are real things that happen.
Hey,
somebody just acting. Do you know how many cameras are there? Do you know how many people are there? So it's not real. It's not happening. But then, for you to understand the story, it has to feel real. That's to tell you that it's a good movie.
One bottle of Odeku for you.
Somebody said. So that's to tell you that that movie is real. Unlike other movies, there are some movies that I watch. Like a lot of people don't watch Nollywood movies because it's not so real. You can imagine I come to see Nima, then I'll say Nima will say I should sit down and wait for her in the sitting room. I'm waiting for Nima. Nima now comes down the staircase with high heel, gele, and all of that. Which is not normally real. Is that how she stays? Is that how she sits at home on a normal day? It's not possible.
We have
I am not going anywhere.
No, but she's giving a good example
for it. They still have it. We still have it. So those are not real situations.
Children are
those ones are real.
On this table.
There's this. Sorry, let me finish. There's this movie. This movie. It's an old movie. I don't know if people have watched it. The Ghost. With because of that movie, do you know up till today, I still feel that there are ghosts because of that. Because of that movie.
Because of how real they made the movie.
It was connected and everything.
Let me tell you why we believe for you
that movie.
Let me just say something. Somebody wrote under one of the comments, he says the Korean movies that we watch that they don't kiss like this, don't we still believe?
Those ones know they have perfected storytelling. I was telling myself I want to learn how to tell stories for my job. I have to go to Korea. They have we watch from beginning to the end. At the end, you can see one small kiss. And they have kept you for episodes upon episodes upon episodes. But that's the style, right? Is that what we want as Nigerians?
Yes.
Let me ask a question first. I personally believe that we are hypocrites in this part of the world. And we always find something to blame for things that are not working. Bankers every day are divorcing. TV presenters every day are divorcing. Entrepreneurs every day are divorcing. It's not about the job, the conversation of because you now acted with somebody, the chemistry, Many of you people have side chicks. And yet, you watch somebody playing a role to make it real for you, and you condemn that because you feel it's too much. We have to pick a hustle. There's a craft.
Honestly, the table she broke is different from the one we are out.
There's a craft. And some people decide that for me to be in this craft, I have to be able to interpret every role that I am given. Some people, so any role that comes, once they like the storyline, they like the script, they put themselves inside, they interpret it. Others have carved a niche for themselves to say, when it comes to intimate roles, no, I'm not going to take that. And that's okay. All of us cannot be that way. Now, people who have chosen the intimate roles and they say, I have to put my soul into it, it's a craft. Why are we crucifying them for entertaining us and doing their work and collecting their money?
I don't know about crucifying them. So, I'm talking for myself, right? So, I hear you about people having all sorts of relationships. We get that, and we also understand that when you want to perform your craft, you do it to the best of your ability. And we commend you for that, right? But we're also saying that there are things that may happen because of this your full involvement in your character. And it's not only about kissing or intimate roles. There are some people that have taken on characters that has nothing to do with intimacy, and they will tell us, Hollywood people say, it took me 3 to 6 months to get out of that character. So we know that it has a mental and emotional impact on you. But we're also now talking about the storytelling, and I like how you said it, that a Korean movie is the perfected storytelling. What we are doing is telling a story, with this intimacy now, is telling a story the way Hollywood tells it. We've always acted movies, we've always had things, shows, and we have depicted intimacy without being really that intimate on TV. So we should perfect our storytelling in such a way that it is comfortable for our Nigerian viewers. So that you are talking to your is it not the Nigerian viewers you want to engage?
We are going international, sister.
I'm going to buy flowers.
Well, thank you. I like them pink.
We are going international.
But you know, so these are your viewers. These are the people, and this is a culture that you come out from. Remember, we use our storytelling to also show the world the sort of people that we are. And we Hollywood imitators.
Take your PhD.
We have different types of stories.
I know. Are we just imitators of Hollywood, or do we also want to show our culture in a certain way? And I think that this culturally, this is not something we like to see. Even
like to see in public.
Even in our household. Even in our household, how do we deal with intimacy? You know, it's something we do privately.
Inside our room.
Yes, inside our room. The only thing that shows that you have done something is when you give birth to the 5 children, 6 children.
I was laughing at my mom yesterday, you mommy. You know you're a very decent woman, but you don't used to touch man. Since your husband died, you refused to remarry. My mom was looking at me like this. She was laughing because I usually come, whenever I come around, I make jokes. I was like, see now, if me and you, I would have been married though. She looked at me. I said, but you do not know man, and you have 5 examples. See your 5 months.
Yeah, at least 5
times. Evidence. Another joke I wanted to share was me dancing on my husband, with my husband in my house.
Okay.
And my little boy was there watching TV. And then after I went in, I said, Mommy, come, can I have a conversation with you? You see that kind of thing you are doing, and next time when you want to do it, you close your door in your room. This thing happened last month. So I was in shock for a few hours.
You told her.
I was like, where is my husband? He said, but take it.
My son has called me out as well.
Thank you. How many movies has this one watched? It's the way we are wired. We can create our stories to suit us. We don't have to be apologetic about who we are. So those Indians and
now
Koreans,
we don't kiss, Abby, so we should not show it. Or we kiss in public.
When we do it, we close door. That's what we do.
It should reflect in our movies.
Yes.
Okay.
So they don't show us closing door.
And then they off lights.
You put the wife inside, then when she enters, just close the door.
Then we should assume that that's the kind of movies people want. They play. But I hear you, ladies. I believe that we should be authentic in our storytelling. And many of the movies we have today are actually telling stories. I just personally feel that there are different kinds of stories. We're also in a world that is changing and evolving. So we have those traditional stories, we have those epic stories, we have those ones that tell our history and all of that. Then we have those modern stories. We're living in a modern
space
right now.
Was our style of teaching.
Yeah, so we have those other ones.
We are the ones that
we can say that they can tone this down if it's something we're not comfortable with. But I just feel we're pretending as a people. Anytime we harass people who are doing their work, I just feel that because
there's something I always say.
Majority of Nigerians are the ones that visit them.
We all go to see. We all do number 2. But do we open the door and do it in front of everybody?
Okay, so but you know they can. You don't have to say they should tone it down. Maybe okay. So when you go to Netflix and you want to watch a movie, there is the one you see SNL and the ratings are there. So if you want to watch
the one of 16.
So for the consumer, I understand, but for the actor themselves, you should also learn to decide for yourself the kind of actor you want to be going forward, because they will typecast you. You can decide that the sort of story I want to tell, I want to take it away from the frivolities of this intimacy, and there are some intimacies that go a bit too far.
Yeah,
be honest.
Talk like this one.
You know, there's some that you just enough. We've been kissing before now, but then there are some that
this
like, what are we? Which message now?
That you have to learn how to kiss properly.
No. If the message is not that we're doing it, snake did not come out of her mouth and then harass people because it makes no sense. If it's just to kiss and end the kiss,
now to say the message, I said the love of money.
Sometimes you get into that sort of role and you develop an attraction for the other person. Yes.
So you don't come back to waiting me.
Yes. I know all these things now. I know all these things now. But I just feel that you people have tried your best to. But for those of us that are actors, we want we want to be able to act any role that we want and act it well. So if I get a kissing role,
I've heard that there are these Hollywood actresses or actors that their parents don't watch their intimate role.
Yeah.
So that means even Oyinbo, I would call it Oyinbo hypocrites. The Oyinbo that likes to watch other people does not want to watch his children.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you. That's all we can take on this topic today. I hope you enjoyed the show as much as we did. Join us tomorrow for another interesting one. And there's some of us that want to act and kiss. Send us the roles. We'll do it. Bye-bye now.